Hi everyone, Amy here with amyswares, and today I'm going to make a fun encouragement card. So I recently went through some crafty items, some that I hadn't touched yet, like that cool die, and I wanted to make a fun, heartfelt encouragement card. So I'm showing you the products that I used. I'll link everything below. Here's a photo of the finished card to show you the direction that we're headed, but shamefully, as you can see, I haven't used this gorgeous die yet. This is from 𝗵𝗲𝗃𝗃. Recently, or I guess it wasn't recently, I think it was more over the summer, maybe last spring, goodness, I don't even know, but there was a question as to whether she was closing up her shop or not, and I'm happy to report that I just checked, and her website is still open, so she does still have items, which is great news. It was sad to see so many small crafty businesses going out of business, but in any event, she is still open. I will link her shop below as well as the other products that I used, but I seldom grab my distress oxides, and I wanted to play with them. So I grabbed what in my mind felt kind of like a sunrise or a sunset, and I kind of started with the yellow up above because I realized I didn't want to cross-contaminate my pad. And I'm just going ink to paper kind of messily just because I want it to look a little bit distressed. And I kind of tracked the size of that circle. You saw I used a pencil to just kind of mark to make sure I got ink where I wanted it. And then I just die cut it out. So pretty cool. It worked out pretty much exactly as I planned, which, you know, if you're like me, does not happen very often. And it's got this kind of distressed, messy, scratchy sort of colored look. Now, I decided I wanted it to have more drama. So this is my scrap folder of adhesive-backed foam. And I'm just going to cut a chunk out of this yellow and run it through my die cutting machine. So this way I can have even dimension all the way through and that little bit of pop of color if you look at it from the side. I could also kind of tilt it off kilter just a little bit to give it a little bit of a yellow drop shadow. But this is a fun way just because I am no Laura Basson, and trying to put foam tape behind this to pop it up would do my head in. I couldn't handle it. So I'm just going to liquid glue this and then glue it down onto that adhesive backed foam. And then once it's dry and ready to go, I can just pull that backer, and it's basically a glorified sticker with beautiful, gorgeous colored dimensions. So I'm going to put a heavy block on that just to kind of let that cure a minute. And then here you can see I took a panel of cardstock and I die cut it with that stitched edge rectangle die. I think that was an LDRS one. If it's still available, I'll link it below. And then I have this gorgeous around the world stencil. So this is from A Colorful Life Designs. If you shop for anything there, be sure to use my coupon AmyFan10 at checkout and you can save on your entire order. But what I wanted here was just a subtle light gray background. I wanted to provide some interest, but I didn't want it to be too in your face. So I'm actually just using residual ink from my blending brush. These are Rabbit Hole Designs blending brushes. Sadly, I don't think they're available anymore, but I'm sure you have something similar. I find that this particular style tends to hold on ink for a very long time, and it lays down just a really subtle amount after the fact. So I'm figuring out placement here. And I also have this stamp set. Now, I don't know if this is available anymore. This is my #1 favorite of all time stamp sets from A Colorful Life Designs. I think the sentiments are just so gorgeous and heartfelt. And they came out at a time when she did all these amazing like edger stencils that created all these landscapes. Just seriously my favorite, and I go to these stamps time and time again. So I'm hoping they're still available. I'm kind of thinking they're probably not, because I know she was trying to clear out her stamps because she wasn't making them anymore for the time. So I doubt it's still available, but if it is, do check it out. If she does have any stamps left, I'm sure they are obscenely cheap. So, and you can use my coupon on top of it. So be sure to check out what she has, especially if you're interested in the stamp, just to check and see by some chance if it's still available. So I'm going to use this peacock feathers and stamp it several times just to make sure it's a nice even impression, but I wanted it to match perfectly to the die cut. And then I am also going to stamp a sentiment from that same stamp set on the inside of the cardstock. Now I am using 120 pound accent opaque. That first panel was originally A2 size, 4¼ inches by 5½, but it's slightly smaller since I die cut it, but that is the size of my card base that I'm using here. Now I did want to use this sentiment initially on the front of the card, but because I cut the panel down slightly smaller, it would have gone right up to the edge, and that kind of bugged me. So I decided to use this sentiment on the inside of the card instead, so that it had even space and good enough space inside the card. Now, after I stamped this with the aged mahogany, I realized that I wanted to come in and add a little bit more stenciling. So that's a fun way to continue the design from the front of the card to the inside, just with some very, very light handed stenciling. You can kind of bring that design to the inside of the card super quick. It's not going to affect being able to write in that space, and it just kind of gives you a little something extra on your card. So now I pretty much have the components ready to go. I'm just going to assemble. I'm going to show you. Oftentimes I cut out this part of the process, but I thought, I'll show you. It's been a while. I'm just kind of laying everything together to see the layout, make sure everything works. I'm going to use my tape runner to attach this. You could do, dimension if you want to pop up the panel further. I didn't want to, just because I already had the dimension from the die cut. I didn't want it to sit up too high and risk potentially issues with it getting flagged in post and charged more, or kind of wrinkled up in post. So I'm going easy on the dimension, using my magnet from my awesome craft mat from Glassboard Studio, just to kind of hold that down so the top of the card doesn't pop up when I'm trying to attach my glorified sticker down. And now I'm going to pick my bling. This is also from a Colorful Life Designs. There's over 130 colors. Amazing. It's my favorite bling. I put it on almost every card. Initially I thought silver because of the gray, but then I decided to just go even more neutral, and I think I ended up doing luminous white, which is probably my favorite. It's crisp white, so it matches the cardstock, which I usually often leave a lot of white space just because that's what I prefer. But it also has this, like, I don't know, shimmery component to it. So it's probably my favorite. If I had to pick one, I would say this is probably my favorite. I also love the metallic silvers and golds, though. I really find myself going towards the neutrals most of the time, not all the time, but those are definitely some of my favorites. I'm going to put them down in a smattering. I have 3 on the bottom, 2 on the top. 3 is a really good design number. Odd numbers are good design numbers. So you could do 3 and 3, and it's still kind of playing into the odd, but I often will do 3 and 2 just because I like the odd number overall. And I'm just using my picker tool and struggling a little bit. But eventually I will get this on the card and finish the blingage portion. And then on the back, I'm going to use my custom stamp. This is from another small woman-owned business called Jessica Lynn Originals. She will make you a fabulous stamp to call your very own, so be sure to check her out. I have her linked as well below. And that finishes my card. So if you enjoyed this, please do hit the thumbs up and consider subscribing. I would love to have you stick around, and I will see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.